Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Gaura Premanandi Hari Haribo. Kaliyuga Dharma Sanam Sankirtana ki Jai Jai Sri Radhe.
Shri Krishna Janmastami Mahamahotsava ki Jai. Now we're getting closer to the midnight hour, and Lord Sri Krishna appeared at midnight in the prison of Kamsa. Can you imagine? The Supreme Personality of Godhead himself appears in a prison, because we're all in a prison. This is a prison house. The material world is conditioned by the laws of nature: birth, old age, disease, and death. The only way out of this prison house is by the mercy of the spiritual master, and by the mercy of Krishna himself, who appeared in the prison house of Kamsa. But when Krishna appears in Kamsa's prison, mysteriously, mystically, the prison cells all unlock. Krishna doesn't need a hacksaw to hack through the bars. The doors open. The guards fall asleep. Krishna walks out and performs his Leela. No one can bind Krishna with anything except love, not prison doors, nothing, not shackles or chains. Krishna is the all-free Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you are his all-free parts and parcels. And that freedom can be realized in a loving relationship with Krishna. I'd like to read just a few brief reports from the beautiful Brahma Samhita. Govindam Adipurusha Tamaham Bhajami. Shloka 28, enlightened by the recollection of that Gayatri, embodying the three Vedas, Brahma became acquainted with the expanse of the ocean of truth. Then he worshipped Sri Krishna, the essence of all the Vedas, with this hymn. Brahma thus thought within himself, by the recollection of Kama Gayatri, it seems to me that I am the eternal maidservant of Krishna. Though the other mysteries in regard to the condition of the maidservant of Krishna were not revealed to him, Brahma, by dint of his searching self-consciousness, became well acquainted with the ocean of truth. All the truths of the Vedas were revealed to him, and with the help of those essences of the Vedas, he offered this hymn to the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Sriman Mahaprabhu has taught this hymn to his favorite disciples, inasmuch as it fully contains all the transcendental truths regarding the Vaishnava philosophy. Readers are requested to study and try to enter into the spirit of this hymn with great care and attention as a regular daily function. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor, who is tending the cows, yielding all desire in abodes built with spiritual gems, surrounded by millions of purpose trees, always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis or Gopis. Purport: by the word Chintamani is meant transcendental gem. Just as Maya builds this mundane universe with the 5 material elements, so the spiritual Chit potency has built the spiritual world of transcendental gems. The Chintamani, which serves as material in the building of the abode of the Supreme Lord of Goloka is a far rarer and more agreeable entity than the philosopher's stone. The purpose tree yields only the fruits of piety, wealth, fulfillment of desire, and liberation. But the purpose trees in the abode of Krishna bestow innumerable fruits in the shape of checkered divine love. Kamadhenus, cows, yielding the fulfillment of desire, give milk when they are milked. But the Kamadhenus of Goloka pour forth oceans of milk in the shape of the fountain of love, showering transcendental bliss that does away with the hunger and thirst of all pure devotees. The words Laksha and Sahasrashata signify endless numbers. The word Sambrama or Sadara indicates being saturated with love. Here Lakshmi denotes Gopi. Adi Purusha means he who is the primeval Lord. One more transcendental shloka. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept in playing on his flute, with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with head decked with peacock's feather, with the figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids. Purport: the matchless beauty of Krishna, the Supreme Lord of Goloka, is being described. Krishna, the all-pervading cognition, has a spiritual form of his own. The form of Krishna is not a fanciful creation of imagination formed after visualizing the beautiful things of the world. What Brahma saw in his ecstatic trance of pure devotion is being described. Krishna is engaged in playing upon his flute. That flute, by his enchanting musical sound, attracts the hearts of all living beings. Just as a lotus petal produces a pleasant sight, so the two beautiful eyes of Krishna, who causes the manifestation of our spiritual vision, display the unlimited splendor and beauty of his moon-like face, the loveliness that adorns his head with peacock feather figures, the corresponding feature of the spiritual beauty of Krishna, just as a mass of blue clouds offers a specifically soothing, pleasant view. The complexion of Krishna is analogously tinged with a spiritual dark blue color. The beauty and loveliness of Krishna is far more enchanting than that of Cupid, multiplied a millionfold. One very last shloka. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, round whose neck is swinging a garland of flowers beautified with the moon locket, whose two hands are adorned with the flute and jeweled ornaments, who always revels in pastimes of love, whose graceful threefold bending form of Shama Sundara is eternally manifest. Purport: in the shloka beginning with Chintamani Prakara, the transcendental region and the spiritual names of Govinda, in the shloka beginning with Venum Kvanantam, the eternal beautiful form of Govinda, in this shloka, the amorous pastimes of Govinda, the embodiment of his 64 excellences, have been described. All the spiritual affairs that come within the scope of description in the narration of the ecstatic mellow quality, rasa are included in the spiritual, amorous sports of Govinda. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Shri Shri Radha-Govinda-Deva ki jai. Shri Krishna Janmastami Mahamahotsava ki jai. So in that brief 7 or 8 minutes, we only read 4 shloka, 4 purport in the Brahma Samhita. And anyone who heard that clearly, you have a better understanding of what it means to go to the topmost paradise. Not just to heaven, not just to Indraloka where the roads are paved with gold and everyone wears expensive jewelry and everyone lives a lifetime of hundreds of thousands of years and never grows old until the very end. Until the very end. And then, just like the rest of the universe, even the denizens of heaven must die. They must submit to the laws of nature, but not in Goloka. Goloka is the eternal realm of Govinda. Govinda is the ruler and the supreme lord of Goloka. And all of you here in the temple room, all of us, have this rare opportunity. Trillions and quadrillions of jivas are suffering in the cycle of samsara. Birth, old age, disease, and death. Birth, old age, disease, and death. Birth, old age, disease, and death. Trillions of times. Trillions, literally, of times. Suffering in the most pitiable conditions in this material world. And out of all of those trillions and quadrillions of living entities, there's maybe 1,000 here tonight. So therefore, you have to understand, you are in the rare fraction of a percent of the most fortunate people in the whole universe. Because you get the opportunity, before the very Govinda we just spoke about, to offer your heart, to offer your love. Everyone wants love. Every living entity, Prabhupada states and Srila Rupa Goswami states, even a tiger wants love. Every living entity is hungry for love. Everyone is very tired of lust, anger, greed, wrath, suffering, so many forms of misery, jealousy, envy, hatred. These are not good things. These are disease. These are very, very poisonous and toxic things. But if we take to the process like these great devotees were doing tonight, chanting the beautiful holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And as we will do in a few more minutes, at the midnight Arotika of Radha-Govinda-Deva, the same Govinda-Deva that is waiting for you in the topmost paradise, the same Govinda-Deva that is waiting for Indra-Deva to come home, the same Govinda-Deva that is waiting for Brahma. We heard about Brahma, the eternal maidservant of Govinda-Deva. He's also waiting. He wants to get out of here. You know, he's been here a long time, Lord Brahma. Of course, he has special Leela with Krishna. So we recommend very, very urgently, don't wait. Don't wait till the big calamities come in the world. We see it every day. We could all think about it, not take it seriously, and wander in ignorance, wander in passion, wander in misery and illusion throughout the world, striving for grains of sand and broken pieces of glass. When we have the opportunity, as you heard, transcendental gems, the spiritual realm, touchstone, whatever you desire, Krishna will fulfill it. Because to get to paradise, to get to Goloka Vrindavan, means you desire pure love in a relationship with Krishna. You may desire in Krishna's abode to have a beautiful little abode made out of the finest emerald, with the finest diamond balls and the finest sapphires and transcendental entities for the enjoyment of your friend who comes and visits you once in a while, and his name is Govinda. He will come to your door in Goloka. You are a great individual in a relationship with the greatest individual, Govinda-Deva. But he loves it when you treat him as a friend, when you treat him as a lover. He relishes this very, very much. So he sent the Golden Avatar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Sri Nityanandaram, the Panchatattva, to inaugurate this chanting of the holy names in this dark age of Kali. If we simply take that up, keep our intellect very, very, very sharp with Krishna consciousness by studying these transcendental literatures, it is guaranteed. Guaranteed. You will achieve that path by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanandaram. You will go to Goloka. You will dance in a kirtan that you cannot even imagine one fraction of a percentage of the greatness of right now with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityanandaram. So I'd like to invite, before the last minute and the darshan takes place of Radha-Govinda Day, I'd like to invite everyone here, if it's possible. Tomorrow is the most blessed event, the Vyas Puja of His Divine Grace, AC Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. That begins 11:30 tomorrow morning, goes to 3 o'clock. Now we humbly request, don't panic. Move the yellow stanchions away. Don't press too, listen, everybody cannot press too much forward because these railings may cave in. It's a little bit of a problem. So now we will have the Radha-Govinda-Deva Midnight Arotik. Narahari Prabhu has been selected tonight to lead the chanting of a group of devotees. So many devotees can chant, but he will be the orchestrator of the kirtan. Get the mic set up, Narahari.
Govinda Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda 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 Radhe. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Bolo bolo bolo. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Oh Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe. Jaya Radha Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna. Janmastami Mahotsav ke Shri Krishna Janmastami Mahotsav ke Shri Krishna Janmastami Mahotsav ke The most beautiful Lordship Sister Radha-Govinda-Temple ki Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nivishesha Shunagari Pachatarisha Karine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nivishesha Shunagari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gauravata Vrinda Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gauravata Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gauravata Vrinda Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gauravata Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gauravata Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, oh, Hare Krishna, oh, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, oh, Hare Rama, oh, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna